Now we're going to talk love hate. So the first thing we're going to do is discuss the future of VR in gaming.
It's very like broad because you have casual VR, which I have, which is an Oculus, and it's like very low quality, and it's not like super uh high tech like the HTC Vive and stuff like that.
I agree.
That Steam has and all that stuff. Like the graphics on there look like real life. It's kind of crazy. There's that aspect of it, or I feel like the future. I love that. What I don't love is what Adam has strapped to his fucking big ass head right now. It's the Oculus Quest, because yes, it does bring VR to a wider market, but I feel like it falls short of so much of that experience that like is supposed to be there. It's not a flop because a lot of people get a lot of use out of the Oculus Quest, but I feel like it's cool for like 2 months and then you drop it. I mean, I played mine a good bit. If anyone's been following me on TikTok and stuff, they know that like it was a big part of my content creation for a while. Like I definitely exclusively made VR videos and stuff like that for like a few months. I definitely like started to feel that fatigue on the just like the games and stuff that are available. There's just not a lot of variety in VR. It's just very oh, there's the shooting games, and then there's the um you swing a sword at something and you cut things and whatever. And then there's like VR chat where you just like talk with other people in VR. There's a
this man was
lot
watching porn.
of those three. There is a lot of those, but there's not a lot of like Skyrim VR and stuff like that on Oculus Quest. At least you can get that stuff on PC, but on the wireless version, you're kind of stuck with a lot of like really generic games. So I think for the future of VR, if we can get the PC experience on like a wireless headset that's a little cheaper, like the Quest is, I mean, it's gonna be big for VR exclusively. Now, I think what I wrote originally was how it is going to impact the industry, because what my mind was at when I was referring to VR was, is there any possibility that becomes like we're Ready Player One type shit? Is there any possibility that VR somehow becomes like the main source of playing games, or like the main outlet? I don't know, because I feel as someone who's owned both a really shitty VR, like the phone types, and then I upgraded to the like Oculus Quest with my hands moving and stuff like that. It's so gimmicky. I don't see myself ever preferring it over like sitting in front of a TV with a controller.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. I can't ever see it like over like to the point where, let's say, 2, 3 gaming generations from now, will every system come with like a VR headset? I don't think so. I think it's still going to be an attachment. It's still like they're going to have more support for it, obviously, and there's going to be a great market for it. But like you said, the couch gaming and monitor and gaming chair gaming, I guess, is always going to be like the most effective way to game. I just can't see it like
a big part of it is it's uncomfortable. It's not.
yeah.
It's not when I'm playing a video game. A part of it is to relax and like kind of let my mind go in like a zoned out mode. When I'm playing VR, my brain kind of can't do that because I have this microwave strapped to my face. And then also on top of that, it weighs like 15 pounds. There's the aspect of, if you wear the shit too much, you can actually fuck up your eyes. Like it literally is shooting lights into your eyes, like directly at your eyes. So of course, after like 2 hours of playing, I'm not in the mood to play anymore. I'm physically, I couldn't even, there's games on the VR that I would be like sitting down playing with, my VR plugged into my whatever. And I wasn't even being really active. I would just move my hands a lot. But because of the fact that my eyes are literally being beamed at with light, and I always have to turn the dark mode on that thing because it hurts so much. I physically cannot do that for hours at a time. I don't know how motherfuckers hop on VR chat, lay down with people, and like sit there and talk for 10 hours. I mean, you're living a second life, yeah, but you're also like frying your brain. I remember when I was making content like consistently with the VR, my brain was fried, bro, and not in the fun way. I was absolutely like, my brain did not feel like it was functioning at full capacity after a session of that shit, because it's not. You feel tired.
Yeah, honestly,
How can you not?
I'm not a huge fan.
Yeah,
You're not a huge fan of the future.
What?
I'm not
VR
a huge,
in general. Yeah, gaming. I think the human limitations are too much.
I think in the future it's going to be the bee's knees. I think right now, because of the technical limitations, I think that we're far from it being, like you said, the main source of video games. But in the future, in 2050, I guarantee you, it's
It
going
doesn't
to
even
be
have to be that
well,
far.
but at
It don't even have to
2050,
be that far. It's 2023, bro. Give
yeah,
it
but I was,
2028. 5 years from now, VR technology is going to be on something.
but I think by 2050, Chris, we're not even going to be talking virtual reality headsets. I think we're going to just be talking about
Glasses.
like brain chips.
like
Yeah.
AR.
No,
like
no,
AR.
further, brain chips. Like
I don't think we're talking brain.
literally,
chips,
like you
dude.
don't even have to like put something on. Like it's already, you could turn on a console or something, and like you can just play the game.
Can
I
we
can't
get
see.
Google
Shit in your
Lens
ears.
first before we fucking start putting chips in our brains, please?
Look, man, they're already developing that technology. You can look into it.
I can't see anything.
I know. I know. Ask Elon Musk what happened to the monkey who he put a chip in his brain.
I'm not saying I'm gonna do it, but I'm saying I think we're gonna get to that point very soon in our lifetimes.
It died because it was playing Pong with its brain. Just so
That's
everyone
crazy.
Is that a
knows.
real thing?
Yes, look it up.
That's crazy because it's probably a sensory overload for your brain.
It has to be.
Because you're not just looking at something. Literally every aspect of your brain is focusing on a game. And he's playing Pong. Imagine playing a first-person shooter. You'd have a heart attack.
And if they start doing the thing where they can actually add like your physical feeling to it.
Well, we're already there. There are VR suits you can wear where while you're playing Call of Duty, or whatever VR game you want to play, if you get shot, it simulates the bullet hitting you.
That's ridiculous.
And it
People's
goes
brains are gonna go into
like an
shock,
electric
like-
pulse on your body, and that shit hurts. So we're talking about like breaking the virtual aspect of the reality, right? We're talking about literally inflicting pain on the player.
It's gonna get to the point where it's not even virtual reality or augmented reality. It's just gonna be simulation.
Yeah, you're like glitching the human experience. It's a little much.
And I mean, I didn't want to touch it, but we already simulate certain things with VR. Like it's
like
not.
what?
Have you ever seen the rubber butts in Japan where they put up the headset and then they go pound on the booty?
I see rubber butts in Baltimore every day.
Yeah, but they don't have cock
in those
draining
gentlemen's
machines in
clubs, huh?
Baltimore.
You said what?
They don't have cock draining machines in Baltimore.
Excuse me?
You've never seen those things in Japan where the guy goes to the headset, he puts his dick in the pump, and it's a thing.
No.
They simulate.
I haven't reached that side of TikTok.
TikTok.
I don't know.
Okay.
You know
Well,
everything's on TikTok.
Do we love or do we hate where VR is headed in the video game industry?
I feel like I have no particular feeling about the future.
It has to be one or the other.
I love it.
I hate it.
Personally, I hate it.
I think it's too much.
I think it's gonna ruin gaming for a lot of people.
That's a crazy statement.
I just think that's gonna be the case.
I hate it. Whatever.
Jamal.
I hate it because I don't like the tech. I think technology is going towards the wrong side of the coin. It's trying to seem like we're trying to bring ourselves into the game, which I prefer if they try to bring the game into more into reality. So the direction what it seems like right now, I hate it.
All right. Majority wins. We hate VR's future in gaming. Next.
That's gonna age well.
Oh yeah. Come back to this one. It's gonna age like milk.